Welcome in, guys. Feliz Navidad or Christmas Eve, right? Happy Christmas Eve, everybody. All right, I had already pre-shuffled. I had started my camera before, but then I forgot that I put the tea on. So now that I've got the tea ready and the cards, let's go. Somebody's telling me to look at the bottom. We've got communication coming in. We've got the Eight of Wands, and it's coming in fast. Somebody's moving quickly. Maybe air travel or like somebody made a quick decision. They're going to communicate soon. That's my card of communication. Okay. Anywho, ask your questions. I excuse my cats and apologize for them pre-advance. I gave them a box to play with and they're probably going to be making some noise later on. But anywho, let's get to your reading. So as you ask your questions and you still instill the energy into the cards, we get the answers from our divine, from our ancestors, from our spirit guides, our goddesses, angels, pixies, fairies, whoever. All right, let's go. 111 on the clock. What does my collective need to know about their recent past? We have the Nine of Pentacles. It is in reverse. All right, so a lot of hustling in the recent past. Maybe living a bit beyond your means or like having an obsession with work. It's like as if we have the eye on the prize, right? But that's not full success yet. If you're still always lacking this self-worth or thinking that your self-worth is based on finances, monetary things, or material stuff, right? Okay, so in our present position, okay, a little bit of suffering. We've got the Nine of Wands. But I do like this. We're finding our courage. The blindfold has come off. We have some persistence here. This is just a test of faith. I like this. We're setting some clear boundaries. It's us taking our last stand and gearing up for what could be some turbulent times, but a reminder not to get too pessimistic with it or stay in this like suffering mentality or physicality, because you are strong, you are compassionate, and 9 is a number of completion, and like you have to remain optimistic for this, that no matter how much hard work you've put in, you do deserve that success at the end, but you're not defined by it. You make your own definition of success. Okay, and then for our future, we have the Death card in reverse. So somebody's being super resistant to this change. We're fearing change, holding on. Yeah, we've got to just let go of the stagnation. You know, it just reminded me of like when you have a box of strawberries and one of them starts to mold, the mold spreads to all of the rest of them. But if you were to just remove that one that was molding right away, wash off the rest, then they're going to stay alive for a bit longer. So, you know, we're going through this personal transformation, but don't let others around you hold you back or keep you from this transformation, from this growth. And what is the overall situation here? Balancing everything in life. It's the Two of Pentacles. So we've got a lot of priorities happening, obviously, with work and our purpose in life. Dealing with some time management or, you know, making some big decisions and adapting to all of this, because this change does require a death, right, of the ego. Okay. And then I wanted to pull some oracle cards. And I'm going to read these because I'm not familiar with this deck, but it's the Green Witch Oracle deck, which is fitting. I just felt like it's our Witchy Wednesday, and it being Christmas Eve, I wanted to really tap into some pagan traditions. So this is an oracle deck of herbs and nature and insects and creatures, and I like that. I like that for us today. Okay, so let's clarify over this balancing act we've got going on. The waters are a bit turbulent. We've got two ships here, one bigger, one smaller. So maybe you have two choices, two decisions to go after this big fish or the smaller fish. I don't know. Or like, I don't know. Let's see. He's wearing a big red hat too. Maybe like you've got a lot going on mentally that you're trying to juggle. The pine tree. Oh, that's perfect for Christmas. It's all about vitality, longevity, and perseverance. So that really goes hand in hand with this Two of Pentacles. So remembering that it's about the longevity, like how long can he keep this balancing act going? What does he have to persevere through this for his vitality, to keep him healthy and living long and happy and meeting these goals financially and spiritually with your soul purpose, and recognizing that this transformation will be inevitable. It's your fate. Okay, clarifying our recent past with the mushrooms. I like this. It goes with decay too. The recycling, breaking down the problems. So that's what we've been dealing with in the past, right? Mushrooms only come from death and decay, but it's a beautiful thing. It's showing that the soil is rich with nutrients and life force is able to regrow and prosper from this. So literally you're recycling through all of these old emotions and mindsets and letting go of the problems. Finding our true self-worth. Harvest for our present position, which is so beautiful for tonight. I bet a bunch of you are having family dinners, determination, and hard work. So whatever it is that your goal, that you're aspiring towards, it will require some hard work, but you're already seeing this harvest here. It's because you've been so determined and you're being guided by intuition. You see this full moon in the back? So let that be your courage and help you with this persistence. You have to remain faithful. Okay, and then over our death card with the moth. Mystery, concealment, and an illusion. The future is a mystery. That's so beautiful over this death position. All right, let's see. Did they not go in alphabetical order? What's up with this? Okay. Pine tree. The pine tree is a symbol of life enduring, the promise that even if things seem dark, it's not over. Some kinds of pine trees have root systems that are centuries old, and while a single tree may die, the established root system can introduce a new seedling to replace it. The rejuvenation cycle tells us that even when something appears to be dead or finished, there are still roots alive. Nothing is ever truly gone. Don't give up on it. Pine is a popular building material. It absorbs shock and is resistant to excessive swelling and shrinking. And although it dents easily, it is long-lasting. The pine tree card tells you to hang in there. Life may be knocking you around a bit, but even dented, you are reliable and can last longer than you think. That's so beautiful. The reflection is, have you given up on something that you shouldn't have? Whatever you're trying to balance here, don't let it get, don't give up on it. Don't let it get away from you. I was about to put it down, but we've got a few more. Why didn't they go in alphabetical order? Okay. The mushrooms. A mushroom's main purpose is to aid in decomposition. They use enzymes to break down decaying organic matter, feeding themselves in the process. Mushrooms and other fungi are also part of the greater mycelium network. a vast interconnected network of hair-like roots that transfers information to not only other fungi, but other plants and trees as well. The mushroom card supports you as you break down problems into smaller issues and work to solve them separately to make incremental advances in life. The discoveries that you make with every step forward can be used to nourish and enrich future projects. Your reflection is, have you run into a challenge that may be best addressed if broken down into smaller pieces? I love this. So that is, again, over our 9 of Pentacles. So we're finding this strength and compassion through solving these problems in an optimistic way rather than resorting to suffering. And you will find completion. Obviously, we just have to break these problems down into smaller bites, smaller things to absorb back into the network. Okay, Harvest. I love that for tonight. Nope, that's Hearth. It's the last one. Harvest time means hard work. It's time to repeat the results of sowing and tending, and that usually means a lot of effort concentrated in a short period of time. This time can be just as exhausting as when you sowed your seeds, but it is a necessary part of the successful growing season. Sometimes you might think that it's all about sitting back and enjoying the fruits of your labor. It's important to appreciate your success, but don't lose your way. Confirmation from my washer. Where was I? The Harvest card directs you to collect your bounty, to recognize your blessings, and to not stop working too early. You're almost there, but you still have things to see through. Work to recoup the energy that you've previously invested. Are you burning out because of too much hard work too quickly? And how can you give yourself support as you reap the bounty of your efforts? Wow, we are breaking down these problems into smaller incremental objectives so we can easily handle this. And then it's reminding us not to burn ourselves out, right? Not to, a lot of like releasing of this worry and pessimism and going with the faith and resilience, because we have the courage to get through this hard work, and it's with determination, but you're already reaping the benefits. It's just take it slow. Like the moth, to get to a moth, they have to create this cocoon time, this chrysalis. And then even after they're reborn, it's like they have to slowly dry off their wings. And it's a beautiful, beautiful process, but it does take time. So that is over the Death card. Yeah, I love these cards. My only advice to this author is that we should have put these in alphabetical order or numbered them, because they're neither numbered or in alphabetical order. I will know when I make my own card deck. Where are you, moth? Moths are hard to find too. It's like you'll see them flittering about and then you don't know where they go. They go into your clothes and eat them. That's winter. No. All right, bring me your good luck. Let's find it. I don't know, guys. I'm not finding the moth card. There we go. Mystery, concealment, and illusion. She was being mysterious and concealing herself. While some species of moth are I hope I don't butcher this. Diurnal. We tend to associate moths with the night. Moths are beautiful night pollinators, doing important work under the cover of darkness. Moths are often compelled to seek out the light. That's beautiful. Even though it may endanger them. Moths, like butterflies, often have markings that disguise them, tricking predators into assuming that they are something other than what they truly are. This illusion serves as protection. The moth card tells you that perhaps something around you isn't what it seems. So look for the truth and follow the light. But don't let yourself be blinded. I love this because look at him. He took that blindfold off. There may be something in your life that needs illumination in order for you to take control. What in your life needs illumination to enable you to see past a surface level illusion? Ooh, that's a good one, guys. Okay, and then last but not least, you pull a card. Oh, I just divided the deck into 1414. Ignite your spark. Inspiration, opportunity, joy, new beginnings, and positivity are on the horizon, which is exactly what all of these cards have been telling us. Oh, this one flew out at me. 8989, another doorway number. You are worthy. You're worthy of this harvest, of achieving these goals and this financial success. Self-worth, and that was the very first word on the first card that I pulled. Belief in yourself. Empowerment, letting go, confidence, inner strength, letting go of that death card in reverse, right? And confidence, inner strength came up with multiple cards as well. Let go of limiting beliefs that hold you back. When you believe in yourself, you open doors, the doorway number 8989, to possibilities and growth. What limiting beliefs are stopping you from achieving your goals? And how can you begin to believe in your own worth? Write down one limiting belief that you hold about yourself and then challenge it by writing a positive affirmation. Practice this daily to build your confidence and sense of self-worth. I'll give you mine. My limiting belief that I hold about myself. I'd say that I don't believe it, but when your inner critic says you're not good enough, I beg to differ. I am super unique and beautiful inside and out, and I always remind myself that I am the only me on this entire planet and this entire realm of universes, unless in the multiverse there are multiple me's, but again, it's still me. So yeah, you have your own uniqueness that you bring to the table. So you are worthy and you can achieve and do anything that you put your mind to. I promise you that. Okay, well, that was a really beautiful reading. I know it was like a little scary with the Death card and the Nine of Wands, but it's always about rebirth into something new and beautiful on this amazing path of life. So Merry Christmas, and I hope you guys get to open that one present tonight for Christmas Eve, and Santa brings you lots and lots of joy, happiness, love, and surprises tomorrow. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.